All right, here we are, TPMS 101. So there's a few different ways to go through this. Basically what we have going on here is a dead sensor. So what you need to do is you need to confirm, obviously, first, and make sure that nobody rotated the tires and that truly is the sensor that's bad. Sometimes you may or may not, depending on your level of where you're at, be able to get your hands on a tool. But ideally you're going to want to have a TPMS tool. And we're going to go here and confirm which tire actually needs a sensor. Now the way this works is each car has a tire tag on the driver door like that. 5 pounds above that 33 or 5 pounds below that 33, and you will throw a TPMS light. Depending on your vehicle, it will be an exclamation mark or it'll just flat out say the word TPMS. It all depends. You need to go by that tag as well. Just because you put rims or things on your vehicle, you would have to actually reprogram the computer for it to change the point at which it decides, you know, the pressure that you're configured at. That's all predetermined from the dealer. They pick 33 based on their science and the, you know, the sedan, the wheel size, speedometer, etc. So you really don't want to tamper with that. All right, so we're gonna go through, scan all of these and make sure that it's really the one that we believe it is. It's not working. So there's 3 different 2016, so you need to go through, and we're just going through to figure out which hertz is actually the correct one for our vehicle. All right, so we found ours. Okay, see how that one's not reading? I believe that's the one that's dead, even though the car says otherwise. All right, so that's why we check. So I believe according to the vehicle, it's telling us to change the right rear. According to the actual TPMS sensor, the left rear is the one that's dead. That means that somebody rotated these tires once upon a time and didn't reset it. The car has no idea what position they're in. They just know that that ID sensor was in that wheel position at the last point that it was configured. So that's why you go through and double check. So now we're gonna jack the car up, let the air out, change the sensor. We have a ready sensor. You can buy the same Autel machine that comes with blank sensors that allow you to program them straight from thin air basically, or you can copy, or you can just buy a ready sensor, which means this is already configured to the actual specs of GM and it's on the correct frequency. All I have to do is plug it in and do a relearn. That's your least headache way to go about it. These cost a little bit though in comparison to maybe a blank Autel sensor, so pick your poison. More labor for programming or a little bit more money for part with less involved work for you, and that's what we're gonna do. So before you bark up this tree, make sure you do have some sort of tool, and of course you're gonna need some kind of tire machine in order to pop the bead on this wheel and sneak the sensor in and out. You don't have to take the tire off completely, but you are gonna have to at least crack the bead right here on the wheel and push down this tire enough to work the sensor in and out, change it, and then air it back up to spec. All right, I appreciate you as always. Love, peace, wheel bearing grease. Until next time, El Mechanic, baby.